Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Really helps. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. And that's what you'd have right here on the PlayStation system. This is game number 146 out of 162. We are in September baseball. As you can see, calendar September 8th. The standings are on the left side of the screen. The Avengers have been placed in the National League West Division. They hold a half-game lead over the second-place Dodgers. One-game lead in the loss column. Let's jump into the calendar. 4-game series at home against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Won the first game 12-8, lost the second game 3-1, so it's split one game apiece. So game 3 starts now. Let's do this. Scarlett Johansson appears to be the starting pitcher. Black Widow play full game. We are the home team at Crosley Field. Looks good. Scarlett Johansson 9-6. As you can see, people need some rest, but I don't know if I can afford to give them some rest. Let's see. Let's go. Dave Batista will play first base, and Tony Stark will sit down. Hey, King Sonic, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for jumping in. Let's go with that, and let's say Anthony Mackie sits down today because he needs a little rest for Terence Howard. Tom Holland will hit first, Terence second, Chadwick Boseman third, Mark Ruffalo fourth. Let's go. Mark needs to play DH today, which means Idris Elba will have to sit for Benedict Wong, who's the backup catcher. So let's see. Holland, Terence, Chadwick Boseman, Ruffalo. Dave Batista hits fifth. Sebastian Stan hits sixth. Benedict Wong hits seventh. Don Cheadle eighth. Vin Diesel ninth. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, has 191 hits on the season. Again, we are in September of this season-long contest. These are the starting lineups. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. Difficulty setting for hitting and pitching is set to All-Star. And, of course, I do play-by-play. Excuse me, a little sore in the throat today. Live. Let's get ready for some Major League Baseball at Crosley Field as the Arizona Diamondbacks visit the Hollywood Avengers. On the mound, Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson's making her 21st start of the season. She is 9-6 with a 3.68 earned run average. She will face Hall of Famer Ricky Henderson. 289, 24 homers, 80 RBIs on the season. First pitch of the ball game. At the knees, outside corner, strike one. Avengers are 93-52. That's Tom Holland at second base and Sebastian Stan in left field.
First pitch, 7-10.
Slider outside corner, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Black Widow is going for win number 10 on the season. Line drive caught. Nothing gets over his head, he'll catch it. That was Batista. Drax the Destroyer with the play at first. Ricky Henderson's at left, Joe Morgan's at second, Jeff Bagwell is at first, Nolan Aronado is at third, Ketel Marte is the center fielder, Brian Reynolds is the DH, Jorge Pasada is the catcher, Nick Markakis is in right, and batting ninth and playing shortstop, Starlin Castro. One out. Up next is Joe Morgan, 308, 19 homers, 63 runs batted in. He is also a Hall of Famer. Fastball in there, strike one. Played for the Cincinnati Reds in the 1970s, a part of a dynasty known as the Big Red Machine. And it's a bloop base hit over the third baseman's head. He'll make a big turn and hold. So it's a one-out single for Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan was also an accomplished radio broadcaster before he passed away. Recently, I think. Is the replay. Next up, Jeff Bagwell, first baseman, hitting .325. He has 43 homers and 124 runs batted in. Beast numbers. Fastball in there, strike one. Jeff Bagwell played in the 1980s and 90s for the Houston Astros in real life. And that's a hit and run. And I have a feeling we're going to have a run on the scoreboard. Rounding third and heading home is Joe Morgan. It's an RBI double for Jeff Bagwell. And the Arizona Diamondbacks take an early 1-0 lead. Oh. Double number 37 on the season for Bagwell. RBI number 125. Oof. And Vin Diesel, I am Groot, could not keep it from going into that wall. Next up, third baseman Nolan Aronado, 257, 25 homers, 94 runs batted in. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Deep fly ball to left. Back goes Sebastian Stan on the warning track, makes the catch, tagging at second, and going to third is Bagwell. Wild throw coming in, but no advance beyond third. So 2 outs, runner at third for the Diamondbacks. Up steps the center fielder Ketel Marte, hitting an even 327 homers, 94 runs batted in. He'll need a hit to get that runner home from third. And he will not get it. Pop up to the third baseman, Black Panther, to retire the side. But they do get a run. After half inning of baseball here at Crosley Field, it's the Diamondbacks 1, the Avengers coming to bat. On the mound for the Diamondbacks, Damian Rolls, making his 12th start of the season. He's 3-4 with a 4.07 earned run average. Just under 60 innings pitched. Leading off is Spider-Man, Tom Holland, hitting 362. He has 17 homers and 80 runs batted in. That 362 average leads the National League in hitting, currently leads the team, obviously. There's the first pitch from Rolls. Out in front, pulls a foul, strike 1. Hitting streak broken yesterday for Tom Holland. Went 0 for 4. Fastball outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Diamondbacks are 3 games under 500. They're in 4th place in the division. But for whatever reason, they always give me a hard time when I play them head to head. Swing and a miss over and top the slider. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Holland. Strike 3 called. Froze him with the high fastball, and there's 1 away. Next up, Terence Howard, position player, backup, infielder. Terence Howard is the first man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to play James Rhodes. And he skies it to left. Looks like it's going to slice out of play for strike 1. Don Cheadle took over for Terence Howard in the MCU, but pitches outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Larry Bullard is the home plate umpire, calling balls and strikes. Chases a high fastball, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Howard. Fouls it off to stay alive. Count remains 1 and 2. Pitch is high and outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away, 1-0 lead for the Diamondbacks. Ground ball, backhanded by Arenado. Long throw, in time, 2 away. So next up is the late, great Chadwick Boseman. He's hitting 346. He has 20 homers and 73 runs batted in. Has a 10-game hitting streak. Check the swing, pitch is outside, ball 1. Out in front of the changeup, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Drive to left, playable for Ricky Henderson in the gap to retire the side. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Damian Rolls. After 1 inning of baseball, it's 1-0 Diamondbacks. So we go to the top of the 2nd. Up steps the designated hitter, switch hitter Brian Reynolds, hitting 281. He has 18 homers and 75 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch from Black Widow. Fastball in there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fouls off the two-seam fastball, count as no balls and 2 strikes to Reynolds. So this 4-game series is tied at 1 game apiece. The Avengers have a half-game lead in the National League West over the LA Dodgers. Fouled off, count remains 0-2. So yes, both the Avengers and the Dodgers will probably win 100 games, and both will make the playoffs via the division championship or a wild card. Swing and a miss, struck him out, 1 away. So yes, they'll each make the playoffs, but of course with 17 games left in the regular season, I want to win the division. I'm not going to settle for a wild card spot. Next up is Jorge Posada, 273, 26 homers, 69 runs batted in. Jorge played for the New York Yankees during those championship teams in the 90s and early 2000s. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss, strike 1. At the knees, strike 2. 1 out, bases empty, top of the second, 1-0 lead for Arizona. Swing and a miss, struck him out, 2 outs. Second strikeout for the Scarlet Johansson. Right fielder Nick Markakis steps up, hitting .302, 28 homers, 95 runs batted in. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. And he shoots a fly ball. Wait. Oh, almost misplayed. Looked like Sebastian Stan almost lost sight of the ball, but at the end makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning after 1.5. 1-0 Arizona. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Avengers, Mark Ruffalo. 337, a team high, 34 homers, and 130 runs batted in. Pitch is low, ball 1. I believe last I checked, Mark is tied for first in the National League. Fouls it back, count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Tied for first in the National League in runs batted in with 130. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. With 17 games left, I would love to get 40 homers with him. And that ball looked like it had a chance, but it pulled foul. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outside, full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, Drax the Destroyer. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Rolls. Did he swing? No, he did not, so it's ball 4. And it's a leadoff walk for the Hulk. So next up is Dave Batista. Dave's hitting .316 on the season. Right fielder, playing first base today in place of Robert Downey Jr., giving him the day off. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Out in front of the changeup, pulls it down the right field, check that left field line. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Batista. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner leads off first, nobody out. Bottom of the second, 1-0 lead for Arizona. Low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Damian sets and delivers. Line drive, foul. Count remains 2-2. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. That's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it will be in there. And Hulk will make it from first to third. It is first and third and nobody out as the Avengers threaten here in the bottom of the second inning. Come on, let's see a replay. No replay. Wow. Up next is Sebastian Stan, who's hot in his last 4 games. Overall, the Winter Soldier's hitting .290. He has 10 homers and 50 runs batted in. He's got first and third and nobody out. Pops it up. Foul territory. Bagwell makes the catch, 1 away. So he fails to get that runner home from third to tie the ballgame.
The catcher, Benedict.
Next up, backup catcher Benedict Wong, protector of the Sorcerer Supreme. 254, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. Again, runners at first and third and 1 away. Grounder over to second for 1, back to first. An inning-ending double play, and they get runners at first and third and nobody out and fail to score. At the end of 2 innings, it's still 1-0 Diamondbacks. Ugh. So we go to the top of the third. Up steps Starlin Castro to lead it off. Shortstop, second baseman, plays both positions. He's hitting .230, but he has 28 homers on the season, 75 runs batted in. Here's the pitch from Black Widow. At the knees, strike 1. Chases a slider down and away. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Jams it at the plate. Fouls it off to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. Grounder past the diving Drax and into right field. It's a leadoff single for Castro here in the top of the third. Arizona's already leading 1-0. Here's a replay.
Henderson.
Lineup turns over for the Diamondbacks. Ricky Henderson, the leadoff man, lined out in the first. He is 0 for 1. Looked low, called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is 0-1. Runner leads off first. Deep drive to right. Racing over is it. That is I Am Groot in right field today. Vin Diesel makes the catch for the first out. Nice play. Next up, Joe Morgan. Joe had a single in his first at-bat, scored a run, the only run of the game. Already he's 4 for 6 in this series. Inside corner with the fastball, strike 1. 3 for 5 yesterday, a hit today. Swing and a miss, the slider. Count 0-2. And it's a lazy fly ball to left. There is Sebastian Stan for the second out. Two outs, up steps Jeff Bagwell. Jeff had an RBI double in his first at-bat today. He's 5 for 10 with a homer in this series. Hard ground ball, bobbled, picks it up, throws to first, not in time. They're probably going to give him an error on that. No, base hit. Interesting. Oh. Holland usually comes up with that play, so it's runners at first and second with 2 outs for Nolan Aronado. This is a big moment in the game right here. Fouls it back, strike 1. Big difference between, say, a 1-0 deficit and a 2 or 3 run deficit. So let's see if Scarlett can wiggle her way out of this. And she cannot, as it's deep and gone. A 2-out, 3-run home run from Nolan Aronado, home run number 26 on the season. And all of a sudden, it's not a 3-run homer. Yes, it is. A 3-run home run makes it a 4-0 lead. Ugh. Why can't I beat the 4th place Arizona Diamondbacks? Earlier in the season, they gave me trouble. They're giving me trouble now. I can't seem to beat this team. Oh. So 4-0 Arizona here in the top of the third. Marte is at the plate, 2 outs. Slider inside corner, strike 1. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. This is September baseball game number 146 out of 162. The Avengers are fighting for first place in the National League West. They have a half-game lead over the LA Dodgers. Slider inside corner, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. But as you can see, the Diamondbacks have jumped out to a 4-0 lead here in the top of the third. Strikes him out, side retired, but 1 at bat too late. as Nolan Aronado hits a 3-run home run to turn a 1-0 deficit into a 4-run deficit. After 2.5, it's the Diamondbacks leading 4-0. So we go to the bottom of the third. Up steps Don Cheadle, 277, 14 homers, 68 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Here's the pitch. And that's a line drive. It might bloop in there, and it will. It's a leadoff single for War Machine here in the bottom of the third. They need base runners, so I'll take it. Up next, Vin Diesel, I Am Groot, hitting 294, playing right field today. Change up in there on the corner, strike one. Vin Diesel, 294, 5 homers, 15 RBIs. Backup outfielder for the Hollywood Avengers. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. And he pulls the fastball down the left field line, out of play. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner leads off first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. 4-0. Arizona. Quick throw to first. He's back. Did he go? No, he did not. And the count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Diesel. Vin Diesel. Line drive, will it go over the head of the left fielder? No, it will not. Ricky Henderson runs it down and left for the foul, out number 1. Ugh. Got good wood on it, but not quite good enough. So the upcoming schedule for the Hollywood Avengers is as shown. A 3-game series at the Rockies, 2-game set against Seattle Mariners. Off day on Wednesday of next week. Up next, leadoff man Tom Holland struck out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He's going, but the pitch out, throws a strike. He's out. With a 4-0 deficit, why are you stealing, Don Cheadle? What is that about? For those of you that are unaware, I hit, I pitch, I field, but I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And for whatever reason, the computer decided to send Don Cheadle with a 4-run deficit. Pop up down the right field line, out of play. Strike 1 to Tommy Holland, a.k.a. Spider-Man. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a deep drive. Again, back goes the left fielder at the warning track, makes the catch to retire the side. So, 3 innings complete here at Crosley Field. It's a 4-0 advantage for the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, we go to the top of the 4th. Brian Reynolds, 0 for 1, struck out in the second. Here's the pitch. Checks the swing, fastball's inside, ball 1. Brian is 7 for his last 14. Outside corner, strike 1. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's Scarlett Johansson. As you can tell, they don't really give me many options in the create a player function for female faces and female bodies. It looks like Scarlett Johansson's like 13-year-old nephew, but that's the best I could do with what the tools I had available. Pitch is high, 2 balls and 1 strike. I mean, I wouldn't have made her gratuitous, but I would have at least made her look female. Fouls off the pitch, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Reynolds. Here's the pitch. Shallow pop-up, short center field, charging is War Machine. Don Cheadle makes the catch, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
Next up, Jorge Posada, struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Inside, ball 1. As you can see, the shift is on for the pull hitter. 3 infielders on the right side. If that's the case, I might as well pitch him in the inside half of the plate. Slider in there, strike 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. 4-0 Arizona here in the Fourth inning. Fouls it back, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out, 2 away. Those of you that are unaware of the baseball rule, if a hitter strikes out but the ball is not caught cleanly by the catcher, if it makes contact with the ground, you have to throw it down to first base to record the out. Otherwise, runner, if he makes it to first base safely, they reach base on the catcher's error. 2 outs, up steps Nick Markakis. Nick is a modern-day ball player. I think he plays for the... I don't know where he plays. Swing and a miss out in front, count as quickly 0-2. He did play for the Baltimore Orioles for several years. Then he went to the Atlanta Braves. Maybe he's still on the Atlanta Braves, I'm not sure. Anyway, nevertheless, count is 0-2 to Markakis. Fouls it off, count stays 0-2. Pulls the knuckler deep down the right field line, but out of play. Slicing, foul. The at-bat will continue. Line drive towards the right field corner, and it will make it in there and will roll all the way to the corner. He will round first, head second, head from second, go to third. It's a triple for Nick Markakis, a 2-out triple. His 3rd of the season. Got stuck in that right field corner. Oh, poorly played by Vin Diesel. He said, "I am Groot." Basically loosely translated to, "I suck playing right field." Starlin Castro hit a single, scored a run in his first at-bat. He's got a runner at third base with 2 away, so he'll need a hit to get that runner home. Looked low and outside, called the strike by the home plate umpire. I'll take it. Count is 0-1. Pops it up behind home plate, 0-2. Castro's hitting only .221 with runners in scoring position this season, so maybe outside waist pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maybe I'll get away with... Swing and a miss. Knuckler fooled him. Side is retired. They strand the runner at third. So after 3.5 innings of play here at Crosley Field, it's the Hollywood Avengers trailing 4-0. Ugh, I got to get my hitting shoes on. Let's go. Bottom of the 4th. Up steps the switch hitter Terence Howard, who grounded out in the 1st. Giving Anthony Mackie a day off at shortstop today. Swings at the first pitch and skies it to shallow left for the 1st out. Next up, Black Panther, 0 for 1. Inside corner, strike 1. So some of you are watching this and may think to yourself, well, he's losing 4-0. Why doesn't he just simulate past this game? Deep drive, foul. Count is 0-2. Why doesn't he just simulate this game and just go to the next one with a clean slate? Well, it's a good question. Fastball low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. In this 162-game franchise, I do not skip any innings, and I do not simulate any games. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 away. Second strikeout for Damian Rolls. Up next, Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, walked in his first at-bat. So yeah, no skipped innings, no simulated games. I play them all. Down and in, ball 1. Just a personal challenge to me to see if I can do a whole season. In there, strike 1, count as 1 ball, 1 strike. What's the rush? Where am I going? I love playing baseball video games. I love calling baseball video games. Checks his swing, pitches outside, 2 balls and 1 strike to Ruffalo. What's the rush? There's no reason. Low. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Dave Batista. Once it's over, it's over. So why rush it? Just enjoy each game as it comes. And he swings at the 3-1 pitch, and it is a routine fly to right. Markakis makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Damian Rolls, and at the end of 4 innings of play, the Avengers are trailing 4-0 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Ooh. Terrible. Terrible. Top of the 5th. Lineup turns over for the Diamondbacks. Ricky Henderson is 0 for 2. He's only 1 for 10 in this series.
Ricky Henderson.
Fastball outside, ball 1. Caught by the first baseman, Dave Batista. Nothing goes over Drax's head. He will catch it. Here's the replay for out number 1. Nice play. 1 out. Next up, Joe Morgan, 1 for 2 with a single. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back, strike 1. So, in case you're wondering, this is a 4-game series. The first game was a 12-8 victory by the Avengers. Yesterday, the Avengers lost to the Diamondbacks 3-1, so the series is tied 1 game apiece. And if the Avengers lose this game, they'll be down 2-1, but it's a 4-game series. So, deep fly ball to left. He may have to catch that off the wall, and he is. Throw to third is not in time. It's a triple. Joe Morgan's 3rd triple of the game, a 1-out triple. Oh my goodness. Off that left field wall, pardon me. Too high for the Winter Soldier, then he misplayed it. Backed up by Don Cheadle, but threw a strike, but Joe Morgan was too quick. So, it makes sense for me, the manager, to go to the bullpen and warm up some people. Paul Bettany, we're going to warm him up, and Ed Norton will warm him up. Manager is going to go and send the pitching coach to the mound to talk to Scarlett Johansson. She obviously does not have it today. Jeff Bagwell is 6 for 11 with a homer in this series. 2 for 2 today. Line drive foul, strike 1. Yeah, she's getting hit really hard today. It all turned on that 2-out, 3-run home run by Nolan Aronado. Knuckler outside. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeff Bagwell's hitting .329 with runners in scoring position, so he is super comfortable with that runner over at third. Looked like a strike, called the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. I guess it was inside. Outside, hitters count 3 balls and no strikes. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jeff Bagwell. And speaking of 3-run homers, Nolan Arenado is on deck, waiting to swing the bat. And the count will go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Deep drive. That should be deep enough to get the run home. It'll be a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Jeff Bagwell as the Arizona Diamondbacks now lead 5-0. Ugh, what a disgusting game. I still have hope. I've come back from big leads before. So Nolan's up there 1 for 2 with that 3-run homer. 2 outs, bases empty. 5-0 Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Backhanded by Terence Howard. Throws to first, and the side is retired. But they do score another run, another insurance run on the sacrifice fly, and after 4.5 innings of play, it's Arizona leading 5-0. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Dave Batista is singled in the 2nd. He is 1 for 1. Damian Rose is 4-inning shutout. High ball 1. 4 shutout innings, better yet. Better way to say it. 2 balls, no strikes. Need to show patience. Got to get base runners. 3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not. I don't swing on 3-0 pitches. Inside corner, strike 1. Now the handcuffs are off. Let's go. Let's go. Ground ball up the middle and through. It's the 2nd hit of the ball game for Drax. He's had a good game. He's got 2 hits at the plate. He has 2 defensive plays that stand out at first base. Leadoff man is on for the Avengers. Outlander show, swing! Bada, bada, bada. Next up, It's not going so well for the Avengers today. They're down 5-0, Outlander. Fastball low. But now that you're here, you perhaps will be a good luck charm. Let's see what happens. A little late on the slider. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think my guys are definitely running in the wrong direction. I love that video that you showed. You should definitely... You made it into a short. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think you should also trim the original video and redo that one too. Strike 3. Couldn't hold back. Nasty pitch from Damian Rolls for out number 1. Up next is the backup catcher, Benedict Wong, who's 0 for 1. Out swing and a miss at the fastball. Just blew it by him. Strike 1. Fouls off the fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Wong. Batista leads off first, 1 away. Down and in, ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. I just have a good feeling about this game. I think we're going to come back and win. It is in the seats. Foul ball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Wong. I don't know. I just have a good feeling. I don't know why. Grounds it foul. And the at-bat will continue. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner leads off first. The Avengers are trailing 5-0 here in the 5th. Here's the pitch. And that's a good drive. Back goes. He looks up. It's Gonzo. It's a 2-run home run for Benedict Wong, protector of the Sorcerer Supreme. That is Wong's 3rd homer of the season, and the lead is cut 5-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Like, I don't know about a highlight video. Like, in other words, instead of it being like this on the video, you should do the video like this, and you should take the original like high definition clip and make a shorter clip of the longer video, because I noticed that some people do that and they end up getting like 50,000 views, depending on whether or not it goes viral. Don Cheadle fouls it off, strike 1. So it's 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 5-2 lead for Arizona, thanks to Big Bat, and that's a line drive caught by Starlin Castro for the 2nd out. Lined it, hit it hard, but hit it right at the fielder. Next up is I Am Groot, Vin Diesel, who has not had a very good defensive day out there in right field, taking over for Batista. And it's a deep drive. Will he have a chance? It is caught by Ricky Henderson, playing a Gold Glove left field today. And the side is retired. 5 innings complete. It is an official ball game. The end of 5. It's the Diamondbacks 5, the Avengers 2. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the top of the 6th. Scarlett's still out there pitching, but I'm sure she's on a very short leash. She will face Ketel Marte, who is 0 for 2. Deep drive. Gone. First pitch of the 6th inning is a solo shot for Ketel Marte, his 28th of the season. And they get one of those runs back. It's 6-2 Diamondbacks. Here's the replay. The leash apparently was not short enough. Damn Diamondbacks. Manager, bullpen. 2 switch hitters and a left-hander, so we'll get Paul Bettany. And we'll put Paul Bettany, who plays Vision. Lurking, folding clothing. No problem, Mr. Outlander. Thank you for lurking. Paul Bettany, 2-1 with a 3.89 earned run average. He will face the switch hitter, Brian Reynolds. High fastball in there, strike 1. Grounder to second, fielded by Holland. In time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Next up, Jorge Pasada now hitting from the right side against the lefty Vision. Here comes the pitch from Bettany. Sinking fastball in there, strike one. It's a 6-2 lead for Arizona here in the top of the 6th inning. Strike two. Count is 0-2 to Posada. Deep drive. Back goes I Am Groot. Makes the catch. Finally makes a catch in right field for the second out.
The batter, the right fielder, Nick.
Right fielder Nick Markakis is 1 for 2 with a triple today in the 4th inning. He will step in there with 2 outs and the base is empty. Curveball, strike one. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounder up the middle, fielded by Bettany. Throws to first to retire the side. So, quick inning for Bettany. However, Ketel Marte led off with a solo shot at the end of 5 1/2. It's the Diamondbacks 6, the Avengers 2. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Tom Holland, 0 for 2 today. Diamondbacks bullpen is active. Ground ball deep in the hole, it's short, fielded by Castro. In time, 1 pitch, 1 away. And Tom Holland is 0 for 3. Next up is Terence Howard, 0 for 2. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Grounded, backhanded by Bagwell, takes it himself. 2 pitches, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next is Chadwick Boseman, 0 for 2. Hits him. So it's a 2-out hit by pitch. Boseman takes first. Up next is Mark Ruffalo with 2 outs. He walked in the 2nd inning. Officially, he is 0 for 1. In case you are unaware, Mark Ruffalo leads the Avengers in homers with 34 and in runs batted in with 130. So this is the guy you want up there with 2 outs. And that's a deep drive down the left field line, and that's why you want him there. It will bounce off the 328 sign. He makes the turn at third. He's heading home. The throw to the plate is in time, and the side is retired. So it's a double thrown out at home plate. The end is 6. It's still a 4-run lead. Arizona leads 6-2. Top of the 7th. Starlin Castro's up. Manager is going to maybe go to the bullpen. Righty, lefty. He's going to warm up Josh Brolin and bring in Ed Norton to pitch. Ed Norton is the man who played the Incredible Hulk first in the MCU. He's 3-4 with a 4.97 earned run average. Here's the pitch for Castro. Strike one. Grounder up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th for the Diamondbacks. They already lead by 4. So lineup turns over for the Diamondbacks. Ricky Henderson is up again. Fouls it back, strike one. Ricky is 0 for 3. If you didn't know, Ricky Henderson is the player in Major League history who's stolen the most bases. I think he's also scored the most runs. He's had a Hall of Fame career. Sinking fastball low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Off the plate, 2 balls, 1 strike. On the corner, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Henderson. Three, 6, 1. Double, no, safe at first. So it's a fielder's choice. The speed coming down the line from Ricky Henderson, just tough to double off. Nice starter by first baseman Dave Batista today. So 1 out, runner at first. Joe Morgan is 2 for 3, has a single, a triple, he scored twice. Obviously, Ricky Henderson is a threat to steal. Fouls it back, strike one. Got to keep an eye on him. He'll put himself not just in scoring position, but at third. Pops it up. Out of his crouch is Benedict Wong. Foul territory, makes the catch, and there are 2 away here in the 7th.
The first baseman, number 5, Jeff.
So Jeff Bagwell's 2 for 2. He's 6 for 11 with 6 RBIs in this series. He has been a monster. He's going. Throw down. Not in time. It's a stolen base for Ricky Henderson. Big surprise. Here's the replay. So it'll take a single from Jeff Bagwell to score another insurance run. Count is 1-0 to Bagwell. And that's a deep drive. Will it stay fair? It will. It's a 2-run home run from Jeff Bagwell. Home run number 44, just inside the left field foul pole, just over the fence. You couldn't have hit it any closer to being a foul ball and not being a 2-run home run. The score is now 8-2 Diamondbacks. Oh, look at this replay. Look at where the ball lands. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Oh, God. All right, 2 outs, 8-2. Nolan Aronado. Yes, Nolan hit a 3-run homer. Yes, we don't need to see it again. Okay, let's get out of this inning. Deep drive, foul, strike one. What a mess of a game, folks. When you play 162 games, sometimes you will have games like this. Just, you know, pulls the sinking ball, fastball down the left field line, out of play. Count is quickly 0-2. Ed Norton has been getting beaten up lately out of the bullpen. Grounder, first base, scooped by Batista, steps on the bag to retire the side. So thanks to Jeff Bagwell, it's now a 6-run game. 8-2 lead. Get up and stretch. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Stretch. It's 8-2. Diamondbacks. So hold on a second. Manager's office, bullpen. Josh Brolin, switch hitter. We'll put Josh Brolin in. Scheduled to put him in the game. So Dave Batista's up in the bottom of the 7th. He's 2 for 2. Checks his swing, pitches low ball one. Damian Rolls is still out there. Why not? 6-run ball game. Misses high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 8-2 Diamondbacks. That's a drive, but it's going to end up in the glove. Hit it right at Henderson and left. Finally, Batista's retired. There's 1 away. Next up, Sebastian Stan, who's 0 for 2. Ball high outside, ball 1 ball, no strikes. So the Avengers, pitches low, score 12 times in game 1 of this 4-game series. They scored 12 runs and then 3 runs since. Maybe 4 runs since. Let's see. It's high, it's deep, it is foul. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Slicing out of play. And the count will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bucky Barnes. Full count, 3-2. Benedict Wong, who hit a home run in his last at-bat, is up next. Strike 3 called. Outside corner, 4th strikeout. Just left the bat on his shoulder. Let's look at this. I mean, you got to protect the plate with a full count. I thought it was ball 4, but whatever. 2 outs, base is empty. Benedict Wong 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer. And he might have a 3rd one, but no, this time it's playable for Markakis to retire the side. So it's a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 7th. And it doesn't look good, folks. End of 7. It's the Diamondbacks 8. The Avengers 2. Ugh. So we go to the top of the 8th. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, we do. Josh Brolin, the man who played Thanos, records 3-1 with a 2.55 earned run average. He will face Ketel Marte, who turns around and hits from the right side. Fouls it off, strike 1. Fouls off the split finger fastball, strike 2. Misses 1 ball, 2 strikes. Attendance 25,174 here at Crosley Field. That is a sellout for Crosley because Crosley is a minor league ballpark. Strike 3 called, inside corner, 1 away. Marte is retired. So as you can see, Damian Rolls versus Black Widow. It's obvious Damian Rolls wins the starter comparison today. Next up, Brian Reynolds, 0 for 3. Fouls off the two-seam fastball, strike 1. And that's a 1-out single up the middle. Brian Reynolds is 1 for 4 today. He's on base for the Diamondbacks. Up next, Jorge Posada, 0 for 3. Inside corner, strike 1. Out in front of the 12-6. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Posada. Just misses inside corner. Count is 1 and 2. Fouls it back behind home plate. And we'll do it again. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner leads off first. It's a 6-run lead for the Diamondbacks here in the 8th. Grounder, 4, 6, 3. Double play side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Arizona leads 8-2. Don Cheadle leads off. 1 for 2 with a single, 1 for 9 in this series. Not very good.
Number 10.
Grounder up the middle, inside the first base bag and down the right field line. He will make the turn. Throw to second is not in time. It is a leadoff double for War Machine, Don Cheadle. 30th double of the season. They're going to show us a replay. Good, let's see. I thought that was foul. Right over the bag. Next up, Vin Diesel, 0 for 2. Got to move him over to the right side at the very least. Instead, he hits a line drive to the center fielder, 1 away. Wasted at bat. Next up, Tommy Holland, who's uncharacteristically cold. 0 for his last 7. He's 0 for 3 today. Inside and high, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1 to Holland. Spider-Man. Grounder, foul. Count is 0-2. Runner leads off second. 8-2, Diamondbacks. Hit him. Okay, well, listen. We need base runners. An 0-2 count turns into a base runner as it's now first and second with 1 out. Right on the square of the back. Next up is Terence Howard, but we are going to pinch hit for Terence Howard here in the 8th. Why the hell not? Let's bring in Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie is the new Captain America. Sam Wilson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, also a switch hitter. 317, 17 homer, 67 RBIs. And he swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Congratulations, cut that check. There's 2 away. Oh, what a disappointment.
Now batting.
Chadwick Boseman hit by a pitch in the 6th. He's 0 for 2 officially. 2 on, 2 out. Change up outside, ball 1. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Don't forget to like the video. I sincerely appreciate it. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. This is not representative of my usual game. It's 8-2 Arizona. Ugh. And he's out in front of the fastball. Pulls the 2-0 pitch down the left field line. Out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouls off the high fastball. Probably was ball 3. Instead, the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. The runners will be in motion. On deck. One more ball and the bases will be loaded for the Incredible Hulk. So let's see what happens. 3-2 pitch. Here comes. Ball 4, and the bases will be loaded with Avengers for Mark Ruffalo, who leads the team in RBIs. It's been a good game. 7 2/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts for Damian Rolls. But is the manager of the Diamondbacks leaving him in for 1 at-bat too long? He's not. He's going to the bullpen. Intelligent decision, manager. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. He's pitched a good game. He is responsible for all 3 base runners. But instead, Sam Tuivailala, who's pitched 103 innings this season, he's 9-4 with a 4.60 average. He will face the Incredible Hulk, who's 6 for 11 in this series and has a hit today. He's 1 for 2. This is a big moment in the game, believe it or not. Deep drive, playable, and they will strand the bases loaded. Side is retired. Nobody scores. It's 8-2, Arizona. So we go to taking over at shortstop is Anthony Mackie, and we go to the top of the 9th. Nick Markakis is up. Line drive in there. First pitch. It's a leadoff single for Nick Markakis the other way. Josh Brolin may not face. Let's go to the bullpen. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to warm up these 2 fools. The September call-ups. Deep drive. It looks like it's going to make its way into the gap, and it will. And it will bounce all the way to the wall. It's going to be an RBI double at the very least. And a 9-2 lead before we even got a chance to say boo. It's 9-2 Arizona here in the top of the 9th on Starlin Castro's 21st double of the season. Oh no, this is just a nightmare of a game. Sometimes it happens. Manager, mound visit, take a sip of coffee. That's it for Josh Brolin. Bullpen, Blake Trinan, put him in the game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
Strike 1. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Fouls it off. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Henderson. Strike 3 called on the slider. Henderson obviously thought the pitch was high. Called strike 3 by the home plate umpire. Next up, Joe Morgan, who's 2 for 4 with a single and a triple today. He's got a runner in scoring position. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. And he pulls the fastball foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. 7-run lead for the Diamondbacks here in the 9th. Strike 2. Count as 2 balls and 2 strikes. Embarrassing. And that's a line drive heading for the right field corner. Another run will score for the Diamondbacks. And he's going to have himself another triple because he had trouble getting it out of his hand. That is an RBI triple, and the Arizona Diamondbacks lead 10-2. Oh, no.
Bagwell.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Jeff Bagwell is a triple shy of the cycle. Fouls it off, strike 2. Doesn't have a lot of foot speed, so good luck getting that triple. I mean, it's possible, but... And that is an RBI ground out as the Arizona Diamondbacks take an 11-2 lead. Bagwell got the job done. So, 2 outs, bases empty. Arenado steps up. There's a 3-run home runner in the 3rd. Overall, he is 1 for 4. Grounds it, foul. Just one of those games, folks. One of those games you just got to power through. Count is 0-2 to Arenado. Swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging, but the damage has been done. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Last licks for the Hollywood Avengers. They trail by 9. It's Arizona leading 11-2. Oof. Here we go. All right, we got to score some runs. Dave Batista's 2 for 3. We got to score some runs. That's the bottom line.
The first baseman, Dave
Pitch is high, ball.
Count 1-0.
2 left-handers warming in the Diamondbacks bullpen. Zach Duke and Paul Fry. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Line drive, foul. 2-1.
Ball 3.
Ball 3, 3-1 count. Hitters count. And that looks like it might bloop in there, but it does not. It's chased down by Nick Markakis for out number 1 here in the bottom of the ninth. Next up, Sebastian Stan, who is 0 for 3. Line drive up the middle into the right center field gap, but he will hold at first. It's a 1-out single for Sebastian Stan. He's 1 for 4 today. Here's the replay. I'm losing because I ran out of coffee. That's obviously the reason. Next up, Benedict Wong, who hit a home run today. Otherwise, I'd pinch hit for him. Sinking fastball, outside ball 1. How do you pinch hit for someone who hits a home run today? That's just bad managing. 2-0. The whole team would look at you like you're crazy. 3-0 count. Will he swing on 3-0? Never. Never swing on 3-0. Strike 1. Now you can swing. Actually, I might take another pitch just to try to get on base. Psych. Deep fly ball. Playable. And that's out number 2. And the Hollywood Avengers are down to their final out of the game.
Now batting, number 10.
Representing the final out of the game is Don Cheadle, who's done well today. He's 2 for 3, a single and a double.
Nope, that's down.
Sinking fastball's low, ball 1. No one wants to be the last out of the game. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch is low. Runner leads off first. 11-2 Arizona. That's a deep drive. It might go. It is 1 hop off the wall. And he will hold it third. There's no reason down by 9 runs to get thrown out at the plate. So it's a 2-out double for Don Cheadle, War Machine. And runners will be at second and third with 2 outs. Here's the replay. Inside part of the plate in the fat zone. Vin Diesel. I was going to pinch hit for Vin Diesel, but you know what? Leave him in. Leave him in.
No, that's down.
1 ball and 1 strike for Vin Diesel. I am Groot. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance. But unfortunately, he makes the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Arizona wins 11-2. So, in this 4-game series, the Diamondbacks are up 2-1 with the game 4 tomorrow, where the Avengers have an opportunity to tie the game at 2 games apiece before heading out of town to play against the I think the Colorado Rockies, or they'll lose 3 out of 4. So let's go to the score sheet. Let's not waste any time. Arizona, 11 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Hollywood Avengers, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Damian Rose gets the win. Scarlett Johansson gets the loss. She's now, I think, 9-7 on the season. She started off well, but she's been starting to lose lately and getting hit up. Then again, it doesn't help when your team only scores 2 runs. Player of the game is Jeff Bagwell. He's 3 for 4 with a homer today. He had 5 runs batted in on the game. This has been a broadcast of Avengers baseball. This is game number 146, a game which will be very quickly forgotten in the annals of YouTube history. The Avengers are 93-53 on the season. They are tied for first, probably mathematical tie for first place with the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'll have to check that. Actually, you know what? Let's exit the post game and do that on stream and look at some of these numbers just out of curiosity. Let's see where we stand currently before I end the stream. So we'll wait patiently for the loading screen to pop up. Okay, so as you can see, it's the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-game series. Arizona lost, the Hollywood Avengers won 12-8, but then lost 3-1 and 11-2. All right, so as you can see, now the Dodgers are in first place. The Dodgers have a half a game lead. They're tied in the loss column, but the Dodgers are in first place, and the Avengers are half game out in second place. So that's where we stand with, 16, 17 games left? Anyway, I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourself.